Namaste everyone. Today we will learn something about divisibility rule from number 1 to 11. So first of all we need to check whether the numbers are divisible or not. At that time these rules are so helpful to us. Let's start with number 1. Test of divisibility by 1. As we all know, all the numbers are divisible by 1, right? Whether it is odd number, whether it is even number, all the numbers are divisible by 1. Let's take one example. 234. It is divisible by 1. 52,680. It is also divisible by 1. So all the numbers are divisible by 1. It is so easy for us. Now let's take next number. Test of divisibility by 2. So for number 2, we have to check that whether the number is even or not. It means we have to check that the number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Then only these numbers are divisible by 2. It means all the even numbers are divisible by 2. Suppose 427. We have to check the number which is at ones place. So we can see here it is 7. It is an odd number. So this number cannot be divisible by 2. Let's take one more example. 568. Now we can see here 8 is an even number. So this number can be divisible by 2. Now let's check divisibility of 3. Okay, so for number 3, if we want to check the divisibility rule, first we have to add all the digits given in the number. If the sum of these numbers are divisible by 3, then the whole number is also divisible by 3. Let's take one example. 369. First of all, we have to add these digits. 3 plus 6 plus 9. The addition of this number will be 18. So we can see here 18 is divisible by 3, means it is multiple of 3. So whole number 369 is also divisible by 3. Now let's check the divisibility test by 4. Okay, for number 4 it is such, if the last two digits of the given number is divisible by 4, then only the whole number can be divisible by 4. Suppose I have written here 724. We have to check only last two digits. It is 24. So 24 is divisible by 4, right? So the whole number 724 is also divisible by 4. Let's take one more example. 513. We can see here last two digit is 13. So it cannot be divisible by 4. So whole number 513 is also not divisible by 4. Now let's check divisibility of 5. For number 5, it is so easy to remember. If any number ends with 0 or 5 at one's place, so this number can be divisible by 5. Let's take some example. 630. We can see here the number ends with 0, so this number can be divisible by 5. Let's take one more example. 75,625. Here also we can see the number ends with 5, so this number also divisible by 5. Let's check test of divisibility by 6. Okay, for number 6 there is no new rule for that, but we have to check both the divisibility rule of 2 and 3. If the number is divisible by 2 and also by 3, then that number is divisible by 6, right? So let's check. Okay, here I have written 750. First of all, we have to check whether this number is divisible by 2 or not. So for 2 it is rule that if the number ends with an even number, that number can be divisible by 2. Here we can see 0 is there. So 0 is an even number. So this number is divisible by 2. Now we have to check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. So for 3 it is rule that we have to add all the digits of the given number. So let's check. 7 plus 5 plus 0 is equals to 12, right? So when the addition of this number is divisible by 3, the whole number is also divisible by 3. So now we have to check that whether this number is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Yes, it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. So its number can be divisible by 6 also. Let's take one more example. 840. Again this number is even number, right? So this is divisible by 2 and the sum of this number is also 12. 8 plus 4 plus 0. So this is also divisible by 3. Now 840 is divisible by 2 and 3 both. So it is divisible by 6 also. Now let's check divisibility rule by 7. Test of divisibility by 7. Now look, for 7 the method is different, right? So we have to concentrate more here. If the number is given 6, 8, 0 and 4, right? And we have to check whether this number is divisible by 7. So which is the method? So first of all we have to remove one's digit from the number. So here it will remain 680. Next step is we have to double or we have to twice the even number. So it will be 8. And we have to subtract that number from the remaining number. So it will give us 672. Now if this number is divisible by 7, then the whole number is also divisible by 7. Yes, we can see here 672 is divisible by 7. So 6804 is also divisible by 7. Now test of divisibility by 8. Test of divisibility by 8. As we have learned in the divisibility rule of 4, at that time we learned that if last two digit of the given number is divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. The same way in divisibility rule of 8, if last 3 digit is divisible by 8, then whole number is also divisible by 8, right? Now divisibility test of 9. Divisibility rule of 9 is same as 3. If the sum of the given numbers digit is divisible by 9, then the whole number is also divisible by 9. Let's take one example. 9018 is our number, 9018. We have to add all these digits, 9 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8. So we can see here the sum of these numbers is 80. 18 is divisible by 9, so whole number 9018 is also divisible by 9. Now let's check divisibility rule of 10. So test of divisibility rule of 10 is so easy. When the number ends with 0, that number is divisible by 10. Let's check some examples. 230, 400, 7650. You can see here all the numbers ends with 0. Then these all numbers are divisible by 10. Now let's cover one more topic, how to find HCF and LCM. As we know, HCF means highest common factor and LCM means least common multiple. So first of all, we will learn how to find HCF by prime factorization method. So let's check. Our question is 600 and 320. And we have to find the HCF of both number. So first of all, as per prime factorization method, we have to find prime factors of the given number, right? First of all, I will find the factors of 600, and we all know that while finding the factors by prime factorization method, we have to start dividing by 2, right? This number is divisible by 2, so 2 here it will be 300. If we divide 300 by 2, it will be 150. If we divide 150 by 2, it will be 75. Now this number is not divisible by 2, then we will move towards the 3. If we divide 75 by 3, I will get 25. Now 25 is not divisible by 3, so we will divide this 25 by 5. So 5 5s are 25 and 5 1s are 5, right? Now let's check the factors of 320. We can see here at one place 0 is there, so this number is divisible by 2. So if we divide 320, we will get 160. Again this is divisible by 2, we will get 80. 40, 20, 10 and 5. Now we can see here it is 5, so it is not divisible by 2. We will divide 5 by 5. So 5 1s are 5, right? We have found this factors of 600 and 320. Now we have to write all the factors here. The factor of 600 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5, right? Now factor of 320 are 2 multiplied by 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 5. Now we have to check how many factors are common here, right? Okay, we can see here 3 times 2 and 1 times 5. These numbers are common, so 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 means 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40. So 40 is the HCF of given two numbers. 600 and 320, right? So this way we can find highest common factor of any number. Now let's how to find least common multiple. Now let's solve one example how to find least common multiple. Suppose they have given us number 12, 20 and 25 and we have to find the least common multiple of these three numbers. So first of all we have to do all the numbers factor together, 12, 20 and 25, right? We have to check whether any number is divisible by 2, so we have to start by 2 only. So 2 6 are 12, 2 10s are 20, 25 remain as it is because it is not divisible by 2, right? So I will write 25 as it is. Further we can divide 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 25 again will remain as it is. Now we can see here any of the number is not divisible by 2, so we will move towards the 3. So 3 1s are 3, 5 is not divisible by 3 and 25 is also not divisible by 3, so it will remain same. Now this both number is divisible by 5. So 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. And the last step is 5 1s are 5. Here how to find LCM? We have to multiply all these numbers, all these factors to get the LCM of the given numbers. So LCM is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Okay, so 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60 and 6 5s are 300, 65s are 300, right? So least common multiple of this given three numbers is 300. I hope you have understood all the topics perfectly. I have attached one assignment for you. You can solve at your home so that you can understand whether you have understood all this topic clearly or not. Thank you.